What do you think about what I spoke about earlier when I said Mike Brown and Steve Clifford? Mike Brown a little bit more than Steve Clifford. Those are those are singles. Those guys are good coaches, good basketball minds. Get you to the playoffs, and hey, I'm the guy that says make it once and then blow it up if you have to. So I'm not sneezing at a playoff appearance. But I don't believe as coaches they have the ceiling that Mark Jackson does. What do you think about that?
I don't think you could have put it better. I think you're absolutely 100% right. Like, I think Mike Brown, what I like about Mike Brown out of the group is that he's safe. Steve Clifford, to some extent, short term, is safe.
Mm.
Mark Jackson is more of a swing for the fences. And last offseason, I was preaching swing for the fences over and over and over again, but I was talking about that from a player personnel standpoint, from a on the court guy standpoint. My thing where I get hung up with Mark Jackson, maybe you can help me talk through this because I talked about Kyle with this, and Kyle had some great points as well. Like, Mark Jackson has not had a coaching job, not just head coach. He has not been an assistant coach, period. He's not been on a coaching staff for 8 years. He's been in the broadcast booth. And while I do believe people can absolutely change, and maybe some of the criticisms that he gets for what happened with the front office and Golden State compared to how much that locker room supported him, like I think sometimes that gets a little overblown and maybe is unfair to him at times. But the Kings have had a revolving door of head coaches for 16 years. I think this is going to be, if you include Alvin Gentry, I think this is going to be head coach number 12 since Adelman was fired. That includes Ty Corbin and Alvin Gentry in there. Do you want to be the team to take a flyer on a guy, to give a guy like Mark Jackson a second chance when over the last 8 years he has interviewed for multiple different positions and all those teams have said, you know what, we're good? Like, do the Kings really think that they're in the right position at this point in time with the longest playoff drought in the history of the NBA to make that swing, to take that risk? I can't justify that, at least in my mind, but I think you're 100% right, Kenny, in saying if we're going off of ceilings, Jackson's is higher than the other